Excellencies, distinguished parliamentarians, the participation of the Philippines in this event, notwithstanding the weight of destruction that has recently befallen our country, is a testament to our steadfast commitment to advancing women's leadership, access to opportunities, and engagement to sustainable development. 20 days ago, the Philippines was struck by what is considered to be the strongest tropical typhoon ever recorded. The devastating consequences resulted to more than 6,000 deaths, 11 million people affected, hundreds of thousands have lost their homes. On behalf of President Benigno Aquino and a grateful nation, I extend to the international community our heartfelt gratitude. We are overwhelmed and gratified by the support of our international partners, including the European Union and its member states and other countries around the world who have stood side by side with us in this moment of great challenge for millions of Filipinos. In front of this spirited crowd, I declare that we will rebuild, and our women will be there. Be there at the forefront of efforts to bring the 44 affected provinces back on its feet again. It is on this note that I wish to share with everyone the important role of women in addressing the so-called new norm. First, let me highlight some facts. The Center for Research on the Epidemiology of Disasters recorded an annual average of 375 natural disasters from 2002 to 2012. In 2012, a lower number of disasters at 357 was recorded, but still, this resulted in almost 10,000 deaths affecting 124 million people and brought about $157 billion in economic damages. 6 of the top 10 countries in terms of disaster mortality in 2012 are low or lower middle income economies. Women and girls account for 52% of the world's population. The World Health Organization reported that in disaster situations, women and men, boys and girls are affected differently. By differently, I mean women face increased risk to health effects and violence, and we face difficulties in accessing assistance. In many instances, facilities that would address the unique needs and requirements are absent. The integration into disaster preparedness of women and gender is part of a change that needs to be introduced in this phase of the new norm. As parliamentarians, we cannot just be part of that change, but rather to be a driver of that change that we seek. In the immediate aftermath of Typhoon Haiyan in the Philippines, among the first-day responders were Filipino women doctors, nurses, paramedics, and civilian volunteers. The head of the Philippine National Red Cross is a woman, and so is the head of the Department of Social Welfare and Development. Countless Filipino women responded with almost total disregard of their own safety, operating what is previously viewed as the exclusive domain of men. That is a change we need to see. In times of disaster and economic distress, women are the primary caregivers. They care for the sick. They also carry out much of the household workload after a disaster. And notwithstanding these facts, the needs of women victims of disasters are unfortunately oftentimes overlooked. All these realities need to be met with a resolve to ensure that women are no less entitled to assistance and information than other members of our societies, not just in times of disasters, but all the time. As legislators, we have a role in enacting policies that will address the disproportionate vulnerability of women in disaster situations, especially in areas where gender inequalities are high. And much of this reality stems from entrenched discrimination in some societies and discriminatory legal frameworks. This is a reality we can no longer ignore. In the Philippines, women have effectively been at the forefront of disaster prevention and climate change adaptation efforts. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Good evening.